It feels like summer outside. I mean, we're at the ballpark, people are playing baseball, sunflower seeds roaming around, and here we are talking hockey. In a couple of minutes, we're going to have a chance to catch Conor Geekie, number 2 overall pick from this year's WHL draft. He's picked up by the Winnipeg Ice, and the excitement that him and his family have experienced over the recent weeks has been superb. First off, and notably, being picked up by the soon-moved Kootenay Ice to Winnipeg, but also the fact that he gets to be playing with number 1 pick Matt Savoie and being coached by James Patrick and that Winnipeg Ice organization. So we're going to look forward to chatting with him, to seeing how his summer has started, what's it looking like for the end of his school season and exams, and more importantly, what he looks forward for his training and conditioning this summer. Ready? Theo Tutkaluk here with Conor Geekie, number 2 pick in this past Western Hockey League draft. Conor, I have to ask you, how great does it feel knowing that you and number 1 pick are now both signed and committed to the Ice?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, especially the Ice, they kind of needed that, and to get some boys signed, it's really cool. And I mean, they got a lot of young gun talent, so hopefully they can do the most of it.
So also, you talk about young gun talent. I got to ask you, how important is it to have a leader in Peyton Grebs, who potentially can go in the top 10 in this year's draft?
Yeah, I mean, it's very unique. You know, you don't see that too often. A captain like Krebs to be going as high as he is going to go in the draft. So, I mean, having a guy like him is obviously going to be a huge help for the Ice. And I mean, hopefully I can get to know him pretty well. And I mean, I heard he's a great player, so I hope to see that too.
Absolutely. So you were in town a little while ago. You signed your paperwork. The documents are set. Is that the first time you personally have met head coach James Patrick?
Yeah, that's probably the first time. I've obviously shook his hand and stuff like that, but the first time actually talking to him and getting to know him a bit, that was the first time for sure. So
did your dad give you any insight on meeting him in the first time and where his hockey history kind of comes from?
I've kind of we know his brother, Nolan Patrick's dad, so he kind of informed me a bit on how he was in the NHL for a bit, just coaching like that. And I mean, I've always kind of knew he was a good coach, and I mean, when the Ice came to Winnipeg, I mean, that's pretty special for him too.
Absolutely. I mean, being here in Winnipeg, the pedigree of that last name is superb. Tell me, the pedigree of your name is actually quite interesting as well. Conor, your older brother, still with the Hurricanes. Your dad's heavily involved in your program. You said you have some siblings as well. Has hockey always been that one sport that you've gravitated towards, or have you enjoyed other sports along the way?
Honestly, hockey is always a big part of my family, but I like to play as many sports as I can, right? I'm trying to play a lot of school sports, and baseball and hockey, they kind of hockey throughout the winter, baseball throughout the summer, but now it's kind of hockey most of the time, but obviously I'm going to try and play baseball as long as I can. And I've always liked baseball, right? It's always just been a sport. I've always loved hockey. I've always had that thing where I could just go to the rink and have fun and not even have to play. So
can I ask you, what part of your baseball game directly relates to the improvements of your hockey and vice versa?
I would probably say the hitting and the running. You need speed to play baseball, and you need to be able to hit the ball. And obviously huge in hockey, and for me, hockey would probably be translate. Baseball would obviously be the shooting, right? You got to be able to hit hockey, and getting that arm strength for hitting in baseball is obviously a huge part. And throwing for me is probably one of my attributes in baseball. So getting that arm strength from shooting all the time, it's pretty cool to have. Right
on. So you mentioned the arm strength, the hip hinge, the strength and all that jazz. So important for you to have. What are your plans here for this next month, Conor? Are you doing some traveling, some hockey schools, some conditioning camps? What's on the agenda for you for the month of July?
I'm actually going to BC just for a hockey camp out there for 5 or 6 days, and then coming back and just probably going to play baseball for the rest of the summer. Trying to get a Winnipeg for a couple skates here and there, but working out with my brother all the time and working to get stronger for the camp in August.
Talk about your older brother, right?
Yeah.
So what's it like having your older brother as a bit of a role model for you within the family, a bit of a internal competition now?
Yeah, it's obviously it's a big competition between us, but I mean, he helps me with everything. Obviously, interviews, stuff like that, all the extra stuff. But for me, he's just been a huge role model and just playing. I try and model my game after him as much as I can. I mean, he's had a lot of success doing that. So, I mean, him probably compare pretty good, but I mean, he's still a lot older than me, and he teaches me a lot of things. So that's probably the most of it.
So he's probably coaching you through all these interviews you've had over the last couple of weeks and telling you what to say and what not to say, right?
Yeah, he's obviously just telling me, always got to be careful what you say, right? Everyone's watching, someone's going to hear it, and have fun, but watch what you say.
Well, Conor, you know what? I must say, this is a great story only because, I mean, like I've said to your father, being picked second overall and having all of these draft and all of these scenarios work out in your favor to be picked up by the Ice 1-2. Got to be a pretty formidable feat. I want to thank you for your time before heading in, and we'll probably touch base with you after you get back from BC before August and see how the training and the conditioning is coming along.
Okay, will do, Theo.
Great, Conor. Great chat. Have a great rest of the day and have a great weekend, bud.
Okay, thank you.
Right on.
Bye.